Good morning. Good Tuesday morning. This is Dr. Jackie Marquette, and this is welcome to the Dream Career Academy Mentorship Program. And today the topic is ASD strengths and careers. This program is for it's a discussion on employment, and it's for anyone who has an interest in increasing employment opportunities for individuals and students with ASD, parents who are interested in helping teachers, professionals, employment specialists, and last but not least, employers. Employers are a big piece of this because they are the ones that actually hire the individual. And this is very important now because there is a regulation named as WIOA, Workmen's Innovative Opportunity Act, and this is going to bring this is a state collaboration of agencies and schools that come together to bring to prepare youth for careers, to go through career exploration, job tryouts, and to better prepare them for life after high school. So this is, you might look it up, WIOA. Look it up, and this can really impact the lives or the ability of people with disabilities to finally, get work. Not that they haven't been, but we need to increase it because the percentage is 19-point-something% that they even get a job, and it's really not necessary because so many of our youth are so gifted, so talented, and even those with greater challenges have strengths that can be definitely useful and valued to the employer. So anyway, I wanted to tell you that I want to talk about there are 4 important areas to look for in strengths. And yesterday we did talk about one of them, which is personal preferences. The other 3 are hard skills, self-expression, and self-emotional awareness. And the idea is that when we look at all 4 of these areas, we can find strengths in those areas, and when we pull those areas together, they reveal known strengths and some that are hidden strengths. And you don't want to miss one of them because even one strength could help someone actually get a job or keep a job. So it's almost like a recipe. Have you ever had a meal like chili or soup or dessert, and 1 or 2 ingredients were missing? It just didn't taste very well. Well, the same thing goes with your strengths. If you have strengths that you are not aware of, or you do become aware of them and then you develop them, those strengths can be very influential and be a contributor to you getting a job and keeping a job. So it is very important. Well, today I just want to briefly talk about one of the clients that I had, and she, the name has changed. There's no demographic. You can't find her. I'm not going to say the state she was in, but the things I'm going to tell you about her, you might find similarities in. Sarah is 19 years old when I saw her, and she wrote to me asking, for assistance to see, what her strengths were. She suffers with depression. She had a very rough teenage life. She was bullied a lot. Depressed. She had a lot of anxiety in her life, but she wanted to take a chance and do the assessment to find out what are her strengths and what can be used, what kind of careers could come out of those strengths. So we, I worked with her, and she took the assessment, And I'm going to, okay, she came out very strong in writing and verbal skills, expressing herself. She came up very strong in that. She also, so that gave way to jobs that would be good for her in that way. And she did get a job from that. She was first let me go back up a little bit. Her interests were in toys. She loved to collect toys, especially female hero action figures, and she saw all of her favorite movies from the past, and these figures, and so she had a real interest in that. Well, she became a manager, first a clerk, and then a manager at a toy store. And she was very influential in talking with the parents about certain toys that fit the right age of their child, and she just absolutely loved it. So her fascination with toys and her ability to verbally communicate was very very helpful, and I think today she still has this job. She had a deep passion for human rights, the LGBTQ community. She was strong in getting people to vote. So those were the hard skills that she had. And so her dad always took her to Broadway shows. She had several trips in her past to New York City and to Chicago to see Broadway shows. And her passion was to act. So that also came out of her verbal interests and skills. She's a storyteller. She writes great stories, and she can sing. So out of that, she decided that she wanted to major in theater, and that is what she is doing now. And another type of career came out of that. You can act on stage, but there are people behind the stage that need that are careers, and one of them is a costume designer, and she is really into that now, and that may be her stepping stone to get into acting. And then lastly, because of her interest in writing and speaking, and because of her past experience in being bullied and having horrible experiences of trying to commit suicide, she came up with the idea to get her own website and be a blogger and communicate outreach to the young teens, that may be young girls that may be facing bullying, and she wants to really talk about self-worth and safety for these girls. So that's one thing. That's one profile that came out that I wanted to share with you. And then briefly, I'm just going to give this briefly. I conducted an independent study, and and on a rating scale, we asked. There was 25 young adults and 25 parents or mentors, one who each came with the young adult, and they both completed this. How much do you think hard skills matter on the job? And 36% of the young adults said it matters tremendously. And 36% of the parents and professionals or mentors said it matters tremendously. I kind of thought that was a little low. But then the next question was, how much do you think that talents in the arts or specific skills in self-expression matter in a career? 56% of the young adults said it matters tremendously, and 64% of the parents or professionals or mentors who came with that young adult said it matters tremendously. So I think that what it's telling us is that we need to look into creativity, the arts, in addition to just the hard skills that through academics that everyone goes through, because these can also lead to open doors of participating in the community, becoming involved, and perhaps even having a self-employment business, such as a career. So it's very important that you don't even miss one strength, because one strength could really lead to a career that you've never thought about, or help you keep one once you're there. So I want to end with this. Know that you are unique, that you are valuable. And I'm speaking to the young adults here. Know that you're valuable. Know that you have strengths and you have skills. And that all of these together can help you get a job or keep a job. And they are extremely valuable to employers. So employers, if you're listening, start looking at strengths above and beyond the job description category to fulfill every single criteria in a job description, because you may be getting an outstanding employee when you look beyond those beyond those ways. So anyway, that's it for today. I have a busy day ahead of me. Join me tomorrow morning around this time, and I will look forward to talking to you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.